Hello folks, it's me again, Dean. Sometimes I get it wrong, and with this particular beer I got it very wrong. Majorly wrong. Sorry if the camera knocked, the dog just knocked the tripod. The reason I'm saying it is I've had this before. It's Leffe 9, obviously you'll know because you've clicked on the link. I must have had a cold or something when I had it the first time around, because all I could taste was metallic hops and I just did not like it. I thought it was thoroughly unpleasant. It was too hoppy and nothing else, and I even had to give it to my mother-in-law to finish. Richard the Beer Man, if you don't know who Richard the Beer Man is, you'll see my previous review, which was Leffe Triple, and brief explanation on who Richard the Beer Man is. Brought me a couple in, knowing full well I didn't really like it. And I said, you know, it's alright, I'll review one anyway and do an impartial review and blah 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 blah. It doesn't necessarily have to be a beer I like or I've had before. It could be one that I don't like. So he did. He bought me 2 bottles of it. I've already had one, and I'm glad I did, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, yeah, that's all I can say about that. It was very, very nice. So like I said, my taste buds must have not been working properly before or something, or I must have had a cold, been bunged up, but no, it was very, very nice. So with that being said, I'm going to do a review. I know what to expect with this one, but I'll review it anyway for you lot. Leffe 9. It's got a little symbol next to the 9, like a circle, like degrees. It's not called Leffe 9 degrees. It's just that just means their percent, I think, volume-wise. But Leffe 9, their strongest beer, the blue label, 9% alcohol, hence the name Leffe 9. Small stubby bottle, 250ml. That's only because it's from a multi-pack. Normally it'd be a 330ml. And the good old tulip glass. So let's pour this out and see what we can get from it. And it's not bottle conditioned, so I'm just going to pour a little bit in to give it a swizz and a smell first, as we do with the non-bottle conditioned beers most of the time. I suppose it could be described as a barley wine, given the fact that it's 9% ABV. It's yeah, it's an Abbey ale, an Abbey beer. Leave it at that a second. That's nearly half the bottle. Right, as you can see, or can you see? Is that showing up alright on the camera, Fiona? It's still playing and everything, isn't it? Yeah. It's very quiet. There's a lot of carbonation in there. It's a nice gingery amber colour. A nice off-white head. There's a little finger's worth in a minute. A nice bit of lace, and it's very, very creamy. It looks like a very creamy beer. But lots of light carbonation in the middle. So it's fairly fizzy. Well, that doesn't feel so much on your tongue, but you can see in there. Yeah, looks very, very good. Even just that little drop. Looks fantastic. Give it a smell. I'm getting wafts of it from here already. It's like a lovely sort of caramelly coloured head. It's very, very nice. Man oh man, there's a lot going on in there. I can't smell the dog hair, but I can see it. You, talking to the dog. Yeah. Man, there is a lot going on in here. I mean, how I didn't like this, I will never know. You get strong malty wheat to start with. A bit of a toffee note to that as well. Very robust. Then you get the hops. The sort of floral sharp edge. That's the hops. A bit of dare I say it, banana? Bit of pineapple, sort of tropically, sort of the pineapple and the grapefruit that you get from beer, taste, smell, whatever, is usually down to the hops. The twang. There's definitely a bit of banana in there or something, as well as the caramel malt. Definitely a strong, robust, malty smell. I'm just going to top the rest of that glass up. The funny thing is, you can't really smell the alcohol. Don't forget it's 9% on the ABV. That's the rest of it in there, look. Lovely. See, and now I've pulled the rest of it and it looks smoother. It doesn't look half as carbonated. It was just because it was all concentrated on one small area. And you can see that head just... Is that showing up around the camera there, Fiona, the lacing and things? Just side to side, creamy, 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 creamy. Obviously the smell's masked a bit now because I've got a load of head in the way. Yeah, but there's definitely a bit of banana in there, and it's a fairly tight head as well. You know, quite big bubbles in it, but the rest of the bubbles are all small and tight. Cheers. Man alive. Lovely. Warmth. Sweet warmth. That's, I mean, it does taste like a barley wine. Sweet warmth straight away with the maltiness. You're getting a bit of the banana in the taste, but not really so much. It's more like a, although it's not a dark beer, you get quite a burnt sort of malt taste, a little bit. By the way, all the Leffe beers, usually you'll see the temperature gauge on the side of the box, recommend it to be sort of 5-6 degrees, something like that, which is quite cold. Apart from the triple, which is a couple of degrees higher, I think, because it's bottle conditioned. I've had this in the fridge for about 15 minutes and it's plenty. It's cooled it down to maybe sort of 10 or 11, you know, 9 or 10 degrees, something like that. It's about cellar temperature, almost. You don't really want any colder than that because I don't think you would taste it as well. Same with most beers, or smell it. There's a bit of a funky smell to it as well, like an old funky smell, like a musty sort of smell. Sweetness, barley wine, barley wine, barley wine. Sweetness, sweet and malty. That's the best way to describe it. You get the alcohol fumes a little bit in your mouth afterwards. It certainly does not blow your head off. I wouldn't say the alcohol's masked. You know it's there, but still be careful with it. Yeah, there is definitely like an old stale smell but that's because it's aged, I assume. That typical old beer funk with a hoppy, banana-y, caramelly, malty sort of smell to it. It's quite unique. It smells lovely. Do you want to have it? Mrs. a quick smell and taste of that and give me your lowdown. How long have we got left on the timer?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, that's alright. Your mum's coming down in a minute, so we'll have to sort of...
Can't smell the citrus.
You can't smell the citrus? No, it's not citrus as such, it's more like pineapple-y.
Yeah.
Almost banana. You see what I mean about the old sort of funky smell? Do you like it or not?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes, it's nice. Well, good job you don't do beer reviews. Yeah, it's nice. That's the end. Yeah, so it's creamy looking. It's not so much a creamy texture. It kind of is with the head, but it's just you get caramel malt aplenty. Hops, not so much. I don't know what seriously, I don't know what I was tasting before when I had it the first time. Yeah, it's very, very warming. It's a very typical sweet, caramelly, malty, barley wine sort of taste, with sort of pineapple-y notes and a bit of banana. Maybe a bit of spice as well. Just the character of the beer is just fantastic. Time, Fiona?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. I'm going to go and enjoy this, but seriously, Leffe 9. Grab it. And the triple. And the radius. Cheers.